The Cavaliers in the blue, the Bulls in the home white with the red numbers, letters, black trim. Jess Kersey, Bennett Salvatore are the officials. And this one is about to begin in Chicago. Nance jumping with Corzine. The Cavs will go left to right on your radio dial in the first half. Kersey steps in between the two big guys. The opening tap belongs to the Bulls. Brad Sellers brings it into the forecourt for Chicago on the right wing. Back out front to Sam Vincent. Vincent works to the left wing against Mark Price. Vincent stops, whips the ball inside to Corzine. He turns baseline, 6-footer in and out. Rebound, Ron Harper. Harper up in the backcourt to the timeline, gives to Price into the forecourt. Price works it on the right wing. Stops to Nance. Nance at the top of the key. Nance fires into Hubbard. Hubbard hooks it up off the glass. Grabbed by Corzine. Corzine out to Vincent. Vincent brings the ball into the forecourt for the Bulls. Goes to the right wing. Vincent stops, gives to Oakley in the circle. Oakley hands it back to Vincent. Vincent on the left side to Sellers. Sellers left side fire shot, no good. Rebound slapped up in the air, grabbed by Price. Price comes into the forecourt, veers over to the left side, gives the ball to Harper. Harper left to the lane for the jumper, good. Cavaliers have the first 2 points of the ball game. Bulls come the other way. Vincent brings it into the forecourt with 1 minute gone in the first quarter. Vincent on the right wing against Price. Dribbling with the right hand, comes to the top of the key. On the three-point arc, right wing, Jordan unloads from 18. No good. Rebound, Brad Daugherty. Daugherty with a basketball out to Price. Price into the forecourt of the left wing. Price left side, 20-footer off the back of the rim to Sellers. Sellers flips the ball out to Vincent. Vincent into the forecourt. Vincent on the left side. Vincent looking for Jordan. Takes the dribble out to the left side of the circle. Now to Corzine in the circle. Back out to Vincent on the left sideline to Sellers. Sellers with 10 on the shot clock. Give to Jordan. Jordan left side against Harper, left to the lane, whips it over his head, under to Oakley for 2. Oakley ties the ball game at 2, and the Cavaliers have the ball back. Right side Harper. Harper, the give to Daugherty. Daugherty right of the lane against Corzine. He spins, jump hook, across the hoop to Oakley. Oakley outside to Vincent. Vincent into the forecourt. Vincent goes down to the circle. On the right side of the forecourt, down on the baseline, Jordan, turnaround 8-footer, beauty. Michael Jordan with his first 2, and the Bulls go up 4-2. Price forecourt left side, Larry Nance. Nance against Sellers, left to the lane, backs into the middle. He turns, flips it up, good off the glass. Larry Nance ties the ball game, this time at 4. And the Bulls with the ball. Vincent right of the key, 15-footer, perfect. Bulls back on top, 6-4. Price to the forecourt. 9:34 to go in the quarter. Price into the lane, down to the baseline, left to the lane. Backs off into the corner, puts up his jump shot across the rim to Corzine. Corzine to Vincent. Vincent pushes the ball into the forecourt. Vincent on the left wing. Down the left side, Jordan spins baseline into the air, gives to Sellers. Sellers to Corzine on the line. Back under to Jordan for the spin. Jordan with 4, and the Cavs trail 8-4. 9:07 to play of the period. Price on the right wing. Price, right sideline. Dribbling with the right hand. Now to Daugherty at the top of the key on the left side to Nance. Nance runs it into the middle, out to Daugherty from the line. 15-footer didn't go. Rebound slapped up in the air, grabbed by Vincent. Vincent comes over the timeline, going to drive the lane, flip it out to Oakley, right of the key, fires it. Oakley with 4, and the Bulls jump ahead 10-4. Timeout, Cleveland, 8:44 to play of the period. The Bulls 10-4, and we will take this timeout. Bulls have hit 5 of their first 8. The Cavs 2 of 7. Bulls 5-3 in rebounds, and the Bulls 10-4 on the scoreboard. Cavaliers with the basketball. Harper inbounds to Price, and the Cavs take it into the forecourt. Price to the right wing, down the right side to Hubbard. Hubbard right side of the forecourt against Oakley. Pass underneath for Nance, knocked away by Sellers, and a foul is called on Brad Sellers. That is the first foul of the ball game, and it will be Cavs ball. Hubbard will inbound, far side of the forecourt. Phil deals it outside to Price. Price gives the ball to Daugherty. Daugherty off on the left to Harper. Harper back out front to Daugherty. Around on the right to Price. Unloads the 3. Got it! Mark Price with a 3-point field goal. That slices the Bulls' lead in half, and it's 10-7 Chicago. 8:18 to play on the period. Out front, Vincent against Price to the line. Right of the lane for the 12-footer. Good. And Vincent, who has done a sensational job since coming to Chicago. Harper, cross court behind Price and out of bounds, and that gives the ball back to the Bulls. Ahead to Jordan. Jordan into the forecourt. 12-7 Chicago. Right side Jordan against Harper. Jordan backs out on the right side into Corzine. Corzine hooks around. Daugherty steps up and hits the 8-footer. Corzine with his first two. And the Cavaliers are down 14-7 with 7:47 to play in the first period. Price topside to Harper. Harper back on the left wing to Price and goes inside to Daugherty in with a right-hand jump hook. Good. Brad Daugherty gets his first two. The Cavs cut it to 14-9. Right side Jordan. Jordan against Harper. Back out on the right wing to Vincent. Topside Oakley. Oakley from the top of the key. Shot didn't go. Rebound slapped back outside to Oakley. Left wing to Jordan. Jordan left side. Deals in the lane to Oakley. He turns back outside. Threw the ball away, but it was a 3-second violation anyway.
3-second violation from Oakley.
14-9 Chicago. 7:14 to play in the first period. Harper into Price. Price takes the ball into the forecourt. Top side to Daugherty. Daugherty top of the three-point arc. Flips in the left corner to Price. Back under to Hubbard. The ball swatted away. Knocked outside to Jordan. Jordan coming down against Daugherty. Flipped to Southers. Drive. Southers with his first two. 16-9 Chicago. 6:53 to play in the period. Price right wing. Into Nance. Nance right of the lane against Southers. Back to Price. Back into Nance. Nance right of the lane. Moves in on Southers. Up with an 8-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Oakley. Pass outside. Knocked away by Harper. Picked up by Price. Price top of the key. Now to Hubbard. Hubbard in the lane. Spins. Hooks. Got it.
Phil Hubbard.
Oh, Phil Hubbard gets his first two. And the Cavs are down 16-11. 6:27 to play in the period. Vincent into the forecourt. Vincent on the three-point arc. Right of the lane. Jordan from 12. In and out. Rebound slapped up in the air. Retrieved by Harper. Harper comes over the timeline. Lobbed down the floor to Daugherty. Daugherty in the lane. He turns. He shoots. He hits. Brad Daugherty with 4. Cavaliers trailing 16-13. 6:05 to play of the period. Vincent topside Jordan on the left to Southers. Southers back out to Oakley. Oakley gives right of the circle to Jordan. Jordan from 15 feet hits. Jordan with 6. Cavaliers trail 18-13. Harper on the left wing. Harper stops. Topside to Daugherty. Daugherty top of the key. Off of the right side to Price. The ball into Hubbard. Hubbard turns on Oakley. Hooks up a ball off the rim and comes to Oakley. Oakley in the backcourt to Vincent. Vincent bringing the ball ahead against Harper into the forecourt. Double teamed and Hubbard steals the ball. Hubbard driving to the other end against Vincent and lays it in. Phil Hubbard to steal the drive of the hoop. The Cavaliers again trail by only 3, 18-15. Atlanta destroying Boston 67-45 in the third quarter. Out front Vincent. Vincent between the circle. Vincent off right side to Jordan. Jordan against Harper. Jordan drives into the circle. Double team. Spins away and shoots. Good. He is unbelievable. 8 points for Jordan. 20-15 Chicago. 4:59 to play of the period. Price on the right wing. Price against Vincent. Topside to Harper. Harper from the free throw line. Hits the 15-footer. Ron Harper with 4. Long feed other end. Jordan drives score. Jordan with 10, and the Cavaliers go down 22-17 with 4:39 to play in the period. Price into the forecourt to the right wing. Topside to Daugherty. Daugherty top of the key. 4.5 minutes to play in the period. Off of the right side to Price. Price works it out to the top of the key. Swings around the circle. Drives down the lane inside to Hubbard. Put it in. Oh, Hubbard has 6, and the Cavaliers close to within 3 again at 22-19. Sellers in the backcourt. Give to Vincent. Vincent will take the ball into the forecourt. Vincent on the left wing. Topside to Corzine. Back to Vincent. Vincent to the top of the three-point arc. Now to Jordan. Jordan to the line. Spins. 15-footer. Back of the rim. No good. Rebound Harper. Spins away in the backcourt from Southers. Harper over the timeline into the forecourt. Harper then drives the lane. Put it in and foul. Oh, Ron Harper has 6. He'll look for 7 at the line. Here comes Sanders into the ball game. Sanders, 6'6", averaging 7 a game. Scottie Pippen checks in for Chicago, averaging 8 a contest. And Craig Ehlo gets ready to come on for the Cavs. Harper unloads. No good off the back of the rim to Vincent. Cavaliers down 22-21. Up to the timeline into the forecourt, Vincent with 3:42 to play first quarter. Vincent on the left wing into Corzine. Corzine left to the lane, muscles in on Daugherty, whistle foul. Foul is on the Cavaliers. It's on Mark Price coming over to double. Price with his first, Cavs their first. Craig Ehlo checks into the Cavalier lineup, averaging 7 a game, replaces Harper. Topside, Oakley gives to Jordan at the free throw line. Jordan still at the line, moves on Ehlo, runs into Daugherty out in the left corner to Corzine for the 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound Oakley, it slipped away from him and out of bounds. Cavaliers get it back. 22-21 Chicago. Into the fourth quarter on the left side, Sanders. Sanders against Scottie Pippen. The ball goes right into Pippen on a lob pass, and the Bulls come the other way. Vincent fills the middle, right side. Pippen drives, flips it up and down. No, and a foul is called. Foul on Mike Sanders. So Sanders picking up his first foul, that is the second on the Cavaliers as a team. And Scottie Pippen goes to the free throw line. Pippen, as a free throw shooter, 57% for the season. Ready, aims, and fires. Good. Pippen with his first point. Here's Horace Grant into the ball game at 6'10", first rounder out of Clemson, averaging 7.5 points per ball game. Harper comes in and Ehlo sits down. Pippen on the free throw line. 23-21 Chicago, 3:09 to play in the first period. And Pippen second, a swish. Pippen with 2, and the Bulls are up 24-21. Price forecourt, bounce Daugherty, drives right to the basket and slams it on the left wing. Daugherty with 6. Cavaliers trail 24-23, 2:58 to play in the period. On the left side, Vincent against Price, dribbling for the right hand. Gives the ball to Jordan. Jordan to the line, Jordan to the lane. Jordan deals underneath to Grant, who turns and slams it into the right hand. Grant with his first 2. 26-23 Chicago, 2:40 to play in the period. Harper brings the ball on the walk into the forecourt, top of the key against Jordan. Harper still out front, right side Sanders. Pass inside for Nance, deflected off the hand of Grant and out of bounds. Timeout called for Chicago, 2:29 to play in the first period. The Bulls 26, the Cavs 23, and we will take this timeout. Go 2:29 to play in the first period. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Cleveland Cavaliers Radio Basketball Network.
Remember with the music of your life.
This is AM 850 WRMR, Cleveland.
2:29 to play in the period. Sanders on the baseline, inbounds to Price with 10 on the shot clock. Price 20-footer right side. He hit it. I don't know how he got that one in the hole, but it dropped. 5 for Price. Cavs trail by 1, 26-25. Into the forecourt, Pippen on the left wing against Sanders. Pippen works to the left sideline, looking for Grant, gives instead to Paxson, who's on for the first time tonight. Paxson back out front to Pippen, inside to Grant, the turnaround shot, double clutch, no, rebound tapped out to Nance, give to Price. Price over the time into the forecourt of the right wing.
2 minutes.
Price outside the three-pointer, give to Daugherty. Daugherty on the left side to Harper. Harper against Jordan, moves around to Daugherty, picked to the top of the key. Harper then drives down the lane, inside, handed to Daugherty. The ball knocked away, loose on the floor, grabbed by Jordan. And the Bulls come the other way. Jordan cuts to the middle into the air, gives the ball to Grant, who slams it home, and he's fouled. And Grant will get the hoop for 4, look for the free throw for 5, and Brad Daugherty has his first foul, and that's the 3rd on the Cavaliers of the team. Here comes Granville Waiters into the ball game, averaging less than a point a game, and Dave Corzine sits down with 2 points. 28-25 Chicago, 1:40 to play in the first period. Grant unloads, good. Horace Grant collecting his 5th point of the ball game, improving on a free throw mark of 62%. The rookies are not shooting very well at the line for the Bulls this year, but everybody else is. Price goes to the left wing to the left side, into Nance. Nance against Grant, turns on him, back to the right, gives the ball out front. Sanders jumper, perfect. Oh, Mike Sanders drops his first 2 in the hole from the top of the key, and the Bulls lead 29-27. Detroit 55, Indiana 50, second period. Bounce to the left side to Waiters. Back out to Paxson. In the circle to Grant. Grant to the left side to Pippen. Pippen against Sanders. Back out to Paxson. Fakes out Price. Jump shot up. Good. Paxson with his first two. 31-27 Chicago. Harper on the left wing. Harper working against Jordan. Bounce to Daugherty. Daugherty left to the lane. Turns on Waiters down to the baseline. And Waiters shoved him. Well, Granville Waiters picking up his first foul. And on Chicago, their second as a team. Here's Elston Turner into the ball game, and Michael Jordan sits down. Turner picked up as a free agent, played last year for a while with the Bulls, averaging a point a game. Harper gives to Daugherty at the top of the key. Daugherty off on the left side to Sanders. Sanders left side, 20-footer shot didn't go, but he was fouled on the shot by Scottie Pippen. There's a break. Pippen picking up his first foul. That's 3 on Chicago as a team. 31-27 Chicago. Sanders going to the free throw line, looking for points 3 and 4. Sanders from the free throw line, an 86% free throw shooter. Sanders line to the right. Looks at it, shoots it, got it. Sanders with 3, and the Cavs deficit is 3, 31-28. Again, Mike Sanders, the big Phoenix trade earlier this year. Unloads, good. 4 points for Sanders, and the Cavaliers trail 31-29. Grant into Waiters and back to Grant. Over to Pippen. Pippen in the backcourt. Double team, sends it ahead to Grant into the forecourt. Fires cross court. Paxson, right wing for the 3, nails it. Paxson with 5, and the Bulls jump ahead, 34-29. Price on the right wing with 24 seconds to play, 17 on the shot clock. Price out near the timeline, dribbling with the right hand. 18 on the quarter clock, 12 on the shot clock. Price around Waiters to the left side, gives the ball to Harper, who fumbled it out of bounds, driving down the left baseline. Bulls by 5, 34-29. Ball comes into Grant, gives to Pippen. 10 on the shot clock and quarter clock. Into the forecourt. Pippen out front against Sanders. Pippen turning on the dribble against Sanders into the circle. Double team by Harper. Back out to Paxson. Hooks it over his head, an air ball. And the first quarter is over. At the end of one period of play, the Chicago Bulls 34. The Cleveland Cavaliers 29. All right, the Cavaliers are down by 5 at the end of one, 34-29. The second period sees Paxson and Turner at the guards for Chicago. Grant and Pippen to the forwards, and Granville Waiters at center. The Cavaliers will go with Curry and Price out front, and Williams, Sanders, and Daugherty to round it out. Both sides will use just about all their troops tonight to varying degrees. Price into the forecourt of the right wing. Price outside the three-point arc. Stops and gives to Hot Rod at the top of the key. Hot Rod against Horace Grant. Makes his move in, spins, puts it up. Deflected by Granville Waiters and out to Pippen. Pippen comes into the forecourt. Pippen down to the top of the key and unloads off the rim. No good. Rebound on the floor. Run down by Horace Grant. Back out to Paxson. Paxson between the circles goes to the right wing and right side to Grant. Grant again to Pippen. Pippen at the top of the key. Pippen feeds it off to Paxson. Paxson drops it down to the baseline. Granville Waiters shot didn't go. Rebound Hot Rod Williams. Out to Price. Price over the timeline and a whistle and what? Got a little holding by Horace Grant in the backcourt. Well, that is the first foul on Grant, or the first on the Bulls as a team, and that gives the ball to the Cavaliers. Curry into Price. Price takes the ball into the forecourt of the right wing. Price outside the three-point arc, looking for Curry, covered by Turner. Price gives to Curry, coming in the circle, and as Curry turned it past inside for Daugherty, Granville Waiters fouled him. Well, Granville Waiters picking up his second foul, and it will put the Cavs to the far side of the forecourt as Craig Ehlo returns. Ehlo in briefly in the first quarter, comes in again, and Mike Sanders sitting down. Ehlo, top side to Price, give to Daugherty. Daugherty top of the three-point arc. Daugherty off of the right wing to Price. Price working outside, drives down the lane, drops the ball, picked up by Hot Rod. Hot Rod muscles it to the hole, shot blocked, foul call, Granville Waiters. Granville Waiters with his third foul, third on Chicago as a team, and it puts Hot Rod Williams on the free throw line. Hot Rod, line to the right. John, 75% free throw shooter, unloads the first. Good. That for John is his first point of the ball game. And trims it down to 34-30 with 10:56 to play in the second quarter. Williams again. Good again. Hot Rod makes it 34-31 Chicago, 10:54 to play, first half. Turner up to the timeline into the forecourt, double teamed, and on the double team, Price and Hot Rod, one of the two. Hot Rod Williams called for the foul. So John picking up his first, the Cavs first. It'll be Scottie Pippen to inbound the ball. Pippen to Paxson. Paxson for the Chicago Bulls gives it back to Pippen on the wing. Pippen against Ehlo. Stops outside the three-point arc. Pippen looking around, gives the ball to Turner. Turner top of the key. Turner at the line, 15-footer on the iron. No, rebound Hot Rod Williams. Hands the ball to Ehlo. And down the floor come the Cavs. Ehlo into the forecourt, left side to Price. Price around Ehlo to the circle, drives down the middle, flip to Daugherty. Daugherty heads into the middle, right-hand jump hook, and air ball, grabbed by Hot Rod, had the ball knocked away, picks it back up, puts it back up, no good. Rebound swatted outside, Ehlo knocks it free, grabbed by Daugherty, left of the lane. Daugherty still left of the lane, muscles into the middle, hooks it up and in with a right hand. Brad Daugherty with 8, Cavs trail by 1, 34-33. Paxson brings the ball into the forecourt. Paxson on the right wing. Paxson dribbling with the right hand. Chris Dudley about to come back in. Into the forecourt. Turner or Paxson down the right side. Jump shot didn't go. Rebound slapped over the hoop to Pippen. Pippen takes it back inside. Puts it over the iron. Scottie Pippen muscles home his first basket and has 4 points in the game. It is now 36-33. Chicago. Ehlo out front. Fakes the 15-footer. Give to Curry. Curry down baseline right to Hot Rod. Drives to the basket. Ball knocked free. Ehlo picks it up, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Granville Waiters. Waiters out to Paxson over the timeline into the forecourt. Paxson going to drive it all the way with the left hand, good off the glass. Paxson with 7. Cavs trail by 5, and the Cavs take time. Timeout. 9:15 to play in the first half. 38-33 Chicago, and we will game at center. And the Bulls bring back Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine. Corzine back in with 2. Oakley back in with 4. 38-33 Bulls. Curry topside to Dudley. Dudley top of the key. On the right wing to Ehlo. Ehlo against Turner. One bounce now to Curry. Curry in the circle. Back to Ehlo. Right wing. A 20-footer. Good. Greg Ehlo gets in the scorebook, and the Cavs trail 38-35. Into the forecourt, Pippen. Pippen and Ehlo, one-on-one between the circles. Goes to the right wing. Right side, Paxson runs it into the middle. Gives the ball to Oakley, and Oakley walked with it, trying to get his way in under the basket. And with this, a delay of game warning called against the Chicago Bulls, and the Cavaliers get the ball back. 38-35, Bulls by 3. Cavs with the ball into the forecourt of the right wing, Harper. Harper against Turner. Ball into Hot Rod against Oakley. Backs in, turns right hand hook across the rim, no good, and the rebound Paxson, and the foul on Curry. Loose ball foul. Curry has his first. Here comes Jordan back into the ball game for Turner. Jordan back in with 10 points. 38-35 Chicago. Pippen inbounds to Paxson. And John Paxson takes the ball into the forecourt. Paxson works to the left wing. Dribbling with the left hand. Turns toward the circle. Stops at an offensive foul off the ball on Michael Jordan, knocking Harper out of the way. Thought they were good buddies. Jordan with his first foul. Cavs ball. Harper into the forecourt. Harper three-point arc. Bounce left side. Curry left corner. Fires across the rim. No rebound. Oakley. Oakley in the backcourt out to Jordan. Checked by Curry. And Jordan takes it into the forecourt. Goes down to the circle. Off left wing 15-footer. Good. Michael Jordan with points, and the Cavaliers trail by 5, 40-35, 7:50 to play in the first half. Harper goes to the left wing. Harper out front to Ehlo. Ehlo at the top of the three-point arc. Ehlo off of the right side to Curry. Curry on the right. Paxson falls down, and Curry hits the outside shot. Well, it is Curry getting his first hoop, and the Cavs trail by 3, 40-37. Jordan, top of the three-point arc, gives the ball to Paxson. Paxson across the lane from right to left. Down to Pippen. Pippen baseline back out to Oakley on the left side. Back out front to Paxson. Paxson to the line. Paxson to the lane. Under to Jordan. Jordan to Oakley. Ball fumbled away and out of bounds. Cavs get the ball back. Comes Larry Nance in for the Cavs. Nance returns with 2, and Craig Ehlo sits down with 2. 7:11 to play in the first half, and it is 40-37, the Bulls. Harper the lob under to Nance, took it on the carry, put it back up and in. Well, Harper gave him the alley-oop too hard off the glass, and Nance turned it into a basket the hard way. 40-39, Chicago. Jordan, right side, Pippen from 15, right over the hoop to Oakley. Oakley out on the left side. Oakley still on the left, back out front to Jordan. Jordan on the left wing, dribbling with the right hand, drives down the left side, skids to a stop, puts up the shot, in, out, on the rim again, no, rebound, Hot Rod. Hot Rod in the backcourt, fires it to the timeline to Harper. Harper coming down the right wing, pulls up for the jumper, in and out, rebound, Pippen. 40-39 Bulls. Into the forecourt, Pippen. Pippen lost the dribble, but it's picked up by Corzine. Corzine against Dudley, right side of the circle, out of the right side to Oakley. Oakley dribbling with the right hand of the right wing, lob inside to Corzine. Corzine right of the lane against Dudley, double teamed, and Curry knocked the ball away and out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sam Vincent back into the ball game with 4 points, and Paxson sits down with 7. It'll be Bulls ball. Pippen to inbound on the far side of the forecourt to Oakley, back to Pippen. There goes the 3. Got it. Oh, Pippen with 7. And the Cavs trail 43-39. Three-point shooting has not been Pippen's long suit this year. Harper, top of the three-point arc. Off of the left wing to Curry. The ball inside to Williams, turns, flips up a right-hander. No good off the glass, and Corzine with it outside to Vincent. Down the floor to Jordan. Jordan body checked by Curry ahead of the shot. Del Curry picks up his second foul. And the third of the Cavs as a team. 43-39. They also say it was ahead of the shot, and so that's going to give the ball to the Bulls to inbound. And Mark Price will come back in for the Cavs. Price in with 5 points and a foul, and Del Curry 2 points, 2 fouls, sits down. Horace Grant returns for the Bulls. Pippen sits down. Sanders comes in, and Hot Rod sits down for the Cavs. Looks like rush hour in the loop the way these two coaches are subbing tonight. Corzine top of the key, give to Oakley. Oakley turns around on the left side to Vincent. Ball inside to Jordan. Jordan on the left side. Jordan spins, steps in, and shoots. Good off the glass. Jordan with 14, and the Cavs are down 45-39. Left side, Larry Nance from 15. Nope, rebound bashed up, and Dudley with a loose ball foul. That's Chris Dudley with his first. Boston battling back. Late in the third quarter, it's Atlanta 72, Boston 58. Into the forecourt. Jordan gives the ball to Grant. Grant has a deflected pass picked up by Oakley. He tried to flip it back to Grant in a traveling call. That gives it right back to the Cavaliers. 45-39. Sanders to Price. Price brings it into the forecourt. Price between the circles, give to Nance. Nance in the circle, right wing Sanders drops it into Dudley, hooks it with a right hand, an air ball grabbed by Oakley. Oakley to Vincent. Vincent takes it up to the timeline into the forecourt. Rob fluts it into Jordan, stolen by Harper, and the ball knocked away by Jordan, picked up by Vincent. Vincent then drives to the middle, lays it up and in. Vincent with 6, and it is 47-39. The Bulls with their biggest lead of the night. Daugherty will be back in for Dudley. Harper to the top of the key. Bounce off of the right side. Price hits the long 20. Oh, Price with 7 of the Cavs trail. 47-41. On the left side into the middle. Pass out to Corzine. His 15-footer didn't go. Oakley slaps it into a crowd. Grabbed by Harper. Flips it down to Nance. Nance drives by Vincent. Gives to Price, and he lays it in. Oh, Price with 9. And with this, a timeout called by the Bulls. Timeout with 4:09 to play here in the first half. It's 47-43 in favor. 47-43 with 4:09 to play in the first half. Elsewhere in the NBA, told you Atlanta 72, Boston 58 third quarter, and now it's Detroit 76, Indiana 55 in the third quarter. Milwaukee and New York just getting underway in Milwaukee. Into the forward court, Vincent to the right sideline against Price. Then Vincent works into the circle against Price. Back on the right side to Corzine. Corzine back out front to Vincent. Vincent to the circle. Vincent works his way to the line. He turns, he fakes, he bumps, he missed. Rebound, Harper. Harper coming over the timeline into the forward court. Off to Nance. Nance skids to a stop. Out to Harper into the lane. Scoops it back to Nance. Pass to Daugherty. Daugherty left of the lane. Hook across the hoop to Oakley. Oakley out to Vincent. There have been a number of ill-advised shots in this game, and that was one of them. Vincent, top of the key, off of the right to Grant. Grant drops the ball inside. Stolen from Corzine by Sanders down to Price. Price on the left wing to Daugherty underneath to Harper. Put it in, and he's fouled. Good passing. Harper with 8 will look for 9 at the line. Scott Pippen with the foul, his second.
Foul on Michael Jordan.
Well, correction. They'll give the foul to Jordan. So Jordan picking up his second. And the fourth on the Bulls the team, and Harper goes to the free throw line. Chicago has a 22-12 rebounding edge in this game. Harper hits the free throw. Well, Harper has 9 points in the ball game, and the Cavaliers have cut it down to 47-46. Pippen into the forward court. Pippen, right wing, out to Vincent. Vincent takes it around to the left side against Price. Now to Jordan. Jordan sideline left. Ball goes inside to Corzine. Corzine in the lane. Right-hand jump hook around the rim. No good. Rebound Harper. Harper takes it down the floor into the forward court. Harper the bounce right side. Sanders. Sanders baseline. 8-footer. Rim no. Rebound picked off by Oakley. Oakley with the basketball to Vincent into the forward court. Vincent driving down the right side. Cut off by Price on the sideline. Vincent brings it back outside. Cavs trail by 1. 2:31 to play. First half. Vincent three-point arc right side. Jordan open and has 16 points in the ball game. 49-46 Chicago. 2:17 to play in the half. Price top side to Daugherty. Daugherty three-point arc. Right wing Sanders fumbles the ball, picks it up. Sanders still on the right wing against Pippen. 10 on the shot clock. Out front, Price unloads. Good. Mark Price with 11. Cavaliers down by 1. 49-48. 2 minutes to go. First half. Vincent, right corner to Pippen, back to Vincent. Vincent on the right wing comes around an Oakley pick to the line. Off on the left side down on the baseline to Pippen. Checked by Sanders. Spins, shoots, hits. Scottie Pippen with 9. Cavaliers trailing 51-48. Right wing Sanders. Sanders on the right side against Pippen. Back out to Price into Nance. Nance comes out of the lane on the right side. Nance then turns, goes back into the lane against Oakley. Ball knocked away and a foul is called. Foul will be charged to Charles Oakley. Oakley picks up his first foul, and the Chicago Bulls are over the limit. Here comes Hot Rod Williams back into the ball game with 2 points to the foul. And Mike Sanders sits down with 4 points. 51-48. Larry Nance on the free throw line. Nance has 4 points in the ball game. Nance unloads the first free throw, good for number 5. Nance, as a Cavalier, is shooting 84% from the line. 51-49 Chicago with a minute and a half to play in the second quarter. Nance ready again. Rim bounces in. 6 points for Nance, and the Cavaliers trail 51-50 with a minute and 27 to play in the half. Pippen to Vincent. Vincent to the forward court. Vincent between the circle. Gives to Jordan. Jordan off on the right wing to Pippen. Pippen to Jordan in the circle for the jump shot. Rim no. Rebound Harper. Harper knocked to the floor by Corzine. Stops, gives to Oakley. Oakley puts it up and in. And Harper is hurt. Harper is on the deck. 22nd timeout for the Cavs. Harper is definitely hurting. He is in real pain. The basket by Oakley was good. He has 6. The foul should have been on Corzine. He pushed Harper to the back. And Harper is being taken right now to the locker room. No, he is. He's going to look at it on the replay. Harper trying to test it out. He's hobbling. And I don't think Ron... Because he wants some ice. I don't think Ronnie's going to be able to answer the bell, at least not for the moment. So the Bulls, with a 53-50 lead, they bring Ehlo into the ball game to replace Harper. The one thing you dread, obviously, in the closing moments of the regular season is losing a key player to injury going to the playoffs. Ehlo takes the ball to the forecourt to the left wing. Harper up and hobbling, and I think he's going to hobble his way to the locker room into Daugherty. Daugherty left to the lane, hooks into the middle, bounce out to Nance, shoots it out of the circle, off the rim, no good. Rebound sliding around, grabbed by Pippen. Pippen coming over the timeline. Pippen going to drive it all the way to the hole, tried to hand it to Jordan. The ball knocked away and grabbed by Hot Rod. Down the floor to Price. Price on the left wing, pulls up for the jumper. Nope, but he was fouled on the shot. Foul on Sam Vincent. Oh, Vincent with his first foul. Penalty situation. Harper down into the Cavalier locker room to be tended to with just 35 seconds before halftime remaining. Price on the free throw line. Price with 11 points in the ball game at the stripe for the first time tonight. Puts the first one up in the iron, and then that's 12 points for Mark Price. Price improving and an 87% free throw mark. Price again, good. 13 points for Mark Price. Cavs trail 53-52. Ball into Scottie Pippen. Pippen in the backcourt against Nance. Comes around and Oakley picked into the forecourt. Pippen hangs on. Back over to Oakley on the right side to Jordan. Jordan brings the ball back out front. 20 seconds to go in the half. 9 on the shot clock. Jordan into the circle. Double team left side. Vincent down to the baseline. Puts up a shot deflected. Grabbed by Oakley. Fights it up and in. Oakley with 8. 13 seconds to play in the first half. Ehlo on the right wing, cuts to the circle, lob to Daugherty, goes down deep, puts it up, no, rebound, loose ball foul, Cavs. Loose ball foul on Hot Rod. Hot Rod picking up his second foul. Penalty situation puts the Bulls at the line, so not only did Charles Oakley help him with the key hoop moments ago, but now with a loose ball foul, Corzine can go to the free throw line and make it a 5-point differential, which it was at the end of the first quarter. Turner in, Jordan out for the Bulls. Corzine on the free throw line 2 times. Ready? Shoots. Scores. Corzine, a very good free throw shooter. Well, not quite as good as he has been in the past. 75% with that hit. 56, making 56-52 and 57-52. 4 points for Corzine. Daugherty pass inbound, intercepted by Turner. Drive, put up the shot, didn't get any foul driving to the basket. 1 second left of the first half. Foul's going to be on Brad Daugherty. Daugherty with his second foul and with a penalty situation. Now the Bulls have a chance to take a 7-point lead to the locker room. Elston Turner will shoot the free throws. Turner has yet to score in the ball game. Played his college ball down in Mississippi. These are Turner's first free throws of the season. 57-52. Played in 16 games. Unloads the first one up and in. .58-52. There's 1 second left. Turner again, no good. Rebound, battle. Turner and Daugherty go out of bounds with the ball together in the first half of history. At the intermission, the Chicago Bulls 58, the Cleveland Cavaliers 52.
In this first half, the Cavaliers shot 21 of 42 from the floor for 50%, and they were 9 of 10 from the foul line as well. They had 15 rebounds, but the Bulls really with the advantage in the rebounding category. Wait till you get to the individual numbers in a second. For the Bulls, they were 25 of 47 for 53%. And of those 25 field goals made, a couple of them were from three-point range. The Cavs had 1 3-pointer in as many tries by Mark Price. The Bulls were 6 of 7 from the foul line. They had 27 rebounds in the first half. They have officially credited Charles Oakley with 14 rebounds in the first half. Charles' season high is 24 against the Washington Bullets earlier in the season. Scoring-wise, Michael Jordan led everybody with 16 points, while Mark Price led the Cavaliers with 13 in a ball game that was about what we expected. Maybe the biggest change, Jim, was the fact that both teams liberally substituted in that second quarter.
They really did, and Jordan didn't really do his dominating thing again. He scored, but he had to work for his points.
For the Cavaliers in the second half, they'll be in a situation here that if they want to finish above 500, they have to win this ball game. But more importantly, as we talked at the beginning of the telecast, Jim, if Chicago is indeed their opponent for the playoffs, there's a lot at stake in winning this game tonight.
There really is, and the biggest thing at stake is the Cavaliers' confidence. They're still a young team that haven't been in the playoffs. The Bulls were there last year and they played well. I think what they've got to do now is it would help. But how much, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Both these teams have played well on each other's floor. Two of the three games at the Coliseum went to overtime. Most people feel that the game Chicago won the last time they came to the Coliseum should have been a Cavs victory. They made a few breakdowns at the end of regulation and at the end of overtime that cost them the victory, but it shows you how evenly matched they are. The first game here against the Bulls in December, the Bulls won by 11, but that was a night when Jordan scored 52 points and the Cavs were playing without Mark Price and without Ron Harper. The other game here in Chicago last month ended up being a 19-point Chicago victory, but it was close until, maybe about the 8 or 9 minute mark of the fourth quarter, and then the Bulls pulled away and the Cavs, in another one of those back-to-back situations, just ran out of gas.
And you know what else has happened? Even though the Cavaliers had played the Bulls 3 weeks ago, both of these teams are better now. And I think to the Cavaliers' credit, their defense is a lot sharper, and they have a lot more confidence and poise. Because they got here similar to Chicago. They got here on their own effort. They didn't wait for anybody else to lose or beat someone for them.
Now the Cavs bring it from right to left on your radio dial into the forecourt. Price on the right wing against Sam Vincent. Price works down the right side into Nance. Back out to Price. Fakes the three back into Nance. Nance in the lane for the 8-footer. Back of the rim. No. Ehlo follows and puts it in. Craig Ehlo with 4, and the Cavs closed to within 4, 58-54. Into the forecourt of the left wing. Vincent runs into the middle, put up a shot blocked by Nance, and the ball banged off the basket, standard out of bounds, and they'll give it to whom? They'll give it to somebody sooner or later, and Bennett Salvatore is saying out of bounds, Chicago. Now, Doug Collins is arguing with Bennett Salvatore about something. Now, they're going to give it to the Bulls. I don't know what all the argument was about, but the inbound comes to Oakley. The ball off Oakley's leg on the tap by Nance, and that gives it back to the Cavs. Very neat way for Jess Kersey to get things straightened out. Price, top of the key, jump shot, back of the rim, no. Nance the rebound. Back out to Daugherty, off of the right side to Ehlo. Ehlo, right sideline against Jordan. Back on their right corner to Daugherty. Drives the baseline, goes in on Sellers, who fouled him. Sellers picking up his second foul. That'll put Brad Daugherty on the free throw line. Daugherty has 8 points in the ball game and is at the free throw line for the first time. Daugherty, 71%. 58-54. Free throw, good. Well, Daugherty makes it 9 for himself and a 3-point deficit at 58-55. Second one, no good. Rebound controlled by Oakley. Jordan shy of the timeline press, but gets it off to Vincent. Vincent brings it into the forecourt. Backs outside the three-point arc. To Oakley, right side, Corzine, threw it away. Grabbed by Larry Nance, drives to the other end. Wham! With 2 hands. Larry Nance with 8, and the Bulls take time. Timeout, Chicago. 58-57, Chicago. 10:50 to play, third quarter, and we will take this. They won, and they'll slap some pressure on the Bulls. The Sellers inbounds to Jordan. Jordan comes up in the backcourt against Ehlo over the timeline into the forecourt of the left wing. Jordan dribbling with the right hand outside the three-point arc down the left side. The ball bounced into Corzine. Right hand hook up, no good. Oakley taps it home. Oakley with 10, and the Cavaliers trail 60-57. Ehlo, the lob into Daugherty. Daugherty right of the lane. Daugherty backs in, turns right hand hook off the side of the backboard. Daugherty got it back and came down right on the baseline and out of bounds. Oakley now has 16 rebounds. The Cavs as a team, 17. Into the forecourt, Vincent. Vincent between the circles. Vincent dribbling with a right hand off to Jordan. Spins in front of Ehlo. Fakes the shot. Goes around him. Puts up the jumper. Off the rim. No good. Rebound swatted around. Grabbed by Sellers.
After participating board in Lincoln Mercury.
Foul on Larry Nance. Nance picks up his first foul. And Brad Sellers will go to the free throw line. Sellers at the free throw stripe for the year, 79%. 60-57 Chicago, 10:03 to play third quarter. Sellers up, good. So Sellers has his third point of the ball game. 61-57 Chicago, 10:03 to play. Sellers missed the second one. Rebound. Price runs it down. Price in the backcourt. Cavs trailing by 4 with 9:58 to play third quarter. Price into the forecourt right wing, and the Cavs are going to take time. So there's timeout. 9:56 to play third quarter. The Bulls 61-57, and we will take this timeout.
Without it, the Bulls brothers in your face again.
61-57, Chicago leads with 9:56 to play in the third quarter. Cavs will be coming home tomorrow night to take on Philadelphia. Daugherty right wing, Price from 20, drills it, but hold the horn. What? Foul called? Yes, Sam Vincent got Price with a heel. Oh, Vincent picks up a foul, his second. It's the second of the Bulls as a team. Price buries the basket and has 15 points in the ball game and will look for 16 at the line. So it's 61-59. Cavaliers have not led in this ball game since it was 2-0. Up, good. Well, Price with the three-point play has 16 points in the ball game, and the Cavaliers are again down by only one, 61-60. Vincent between the circles. Vincent over to the left wing, bounce to Jordan, comes down the baseline underneath, put it up, no good. Rebound, you know who, and as Oakley put it back up, he was whacked in the face. Oakley a little unhappy about that turn of events. Foul is on Larry Nance. So Nance with his second foul. Cavs second as a team. And Oakley goes to the free throw line. Oakley with 10 points in the ball game, shooting his first free throws of the evening. And he is a 72% shooter. Oakley unloads and hits. That's 11 for Oakley. Here comes Hot Rod Williams into the ball game, and Sanders sits down. Hot Rod back in with 2 points and 2 fouls. Oakley now with 18 rebounds, and the Cavs with 19. Oakley hit them both. So Charles Oakley with 12, and the Cavaliers trail 63-60. Into the forecourt. Price gives to Daugherty on the three-point arc. Daugherty off of the right side to Hot Rod Williams. Hot Rod one bounce and unloads. Good! Well, Hot Rod Williams with 4 points, and the Cavs trail by 1, 63-62. On the right side, Jordan drives into the crowd, flips it up, no good. Rebound, Hot Rod. Hot Rod gives to Ehlo. Ehlo coming up in the backcourt, flips to Hot Rod. Hot Rod comes to the right of the lane, up with a shot, glass rim, off. Rebound, Oakley. Oakley outside to Jordan, gets by Ehlo, who fouled him. Ehlo reached for the ball, lost his balance, and fell into Jordan going by. That's Ehlo's first, the Cavs third. The rebounds now, Oakley 19, the Cavs 20. Bulls ball, they lead by 1. 8:55 to go, third quarter. Vincent of the three-point arc to the left wing, out front to Oakley, around on the right to Sellers. Sellers right of the lane, out to the circle, give to Vincent. Vincent on the right side, lob back outside to Sellers. Sellers to the line, underneath to Oakley, put it in. Charles Oakley with 14 points in the ball game. And it is, again, the Bulls by 3. Nance on the left side of the forecourt. Back out front to Price, back to Nance. 65-62 Chicago. Top side to Daugherty. Daugherty off on the left side to Price. Price on the left wing. Price gives the ball to Daugherty. Back to Price. Price top of the key. Up for the jump shot on the rim. No. Rebound brought down by Oakley. Fumbles it, but picks it up. Now Oakley has now succeeded in equaling the Cavs in rebounds. Vincent on the right side drops it off to Jordan, but a whistle and what? A moving pick? Yep, a moving pick on Sellers. His third foul. And the ball goes back to the Cavaliers. Into the forecourt. Price on the left side to Ehlo. Ehlo down to the baseline. Jordan goes for a fake, and Ehlo missed the shot. Ehlo got it back, flipped it up on the rim. No, Daugherty follows and scores. Daugherty with 11, and the Cavaliers are back to within 1, 65-64, 7:48 to play third quarter. Vincent on the left wing. Left corner, Jordan drives inside, gave it to Oakley. Oakley fired it up, no good. Rebound, Daugherty. Daugherty hangs on and clears the ball to Price. Now the Cavs with a chance to lead. On the right side, Hot Rod deals it down on the baseline to Nance. Nance goes into the lane against Corzine. Put it in, and the Cavaliers lead. Nance with 10, and the Cavaliers have their first lead since Hector was a buck into the forecourt. Vincent. Vincent on the right side, 20-footer. Nope, rebound, Hot Rod. Hot Rod to Price. Price drives into the forecourt, coming right down the middle. Give to Nance. He put it up and in. Larry Nance with a dozen, and the Cavaliers move ahead by 3 into the forecourt. Vincent, timeout, Chicago. We'll keep it here. We've paid the rent. So it's timeout with 7:05 to play in the third quarter, and the Cavaliers have jumped ahead 68-65. So here's an invitation to join the Rebounders, the official Cavs Boosters Club. There are individual, family, and corporate memberships. Rebounders clothing on sale. Get information by calling 659-2140 in Cleveland or 867-8910 in Akron, or stop at the Rebounders table during home games prior to the start of the second half. Cavaliers have their largest lead of the night at the moment, 68-65. It will be Bulls fall, and Scottie Pippen checks into the Chicago lineup with 9 points in the first half. Out front to Vincent. Vincent takes it over to the left wing against Price, and back around the circle to the right wing. They're looking for Jordan. Vincent back outside to Pippen, back to Vincent. Vincent then runs it into the middle, gives to Oakley, who slams it home. Oakley with 16, half of those in this period. 68-67 Cavs, 6:43 to play in the third quarter. Price off the base of the center circle against Vincent to the left wing, into Daugherty, left of the circle. Daugherty turns in front of Corzine, give to Nance. Nance turns on Pippen, down to the baseline, 6-footer across the rim to Oakley. Oakley with his 21st rebound of the ball game. Out to Corzine, ahead to Vincent. Vincent into the forecourt of the left wing. Vincent, three-point arc. Vincent around an Oakley pick to the line, to the lane, down the middle, puts it up, puts it on the rim, in and foul. Oh, Vincent with 8 will look for 9 at the line. Foul is on Brad Daugherty. That's his third. And on the Cavaliers, that's 4 as a team. 69-68, and the Cavaliers are going to take another timeout. Ehlo and Price at the guards. Nance and Williams at the forwards, and Brad Daugherty at center. Chicago comes out with Vincent and Jordan at the guards. Corzine at center, flanked by Pippen and Oakley. Vincent will have the free throw coming off the timeout. The Detroit-Indiana game should be all over as well. They haven't changed the scoreboard on that one in a long time. Vincent's free throw is good. So Sam Vincent has 9, and it is 70-68 in favor of the Chicago Bulls. 6:12 to go, third quarter. Daugherty outside the three-point arc. Daugherty's looking, deals right side. Price, the 20-footer, up and in. Mark Price with 18 points in the game, and the Cavaliers come back and knot it at 70. Vincent over to the left wing. Deals it into the corner to Pippen. 5:55 to go, third quarter. Back to Vincent, into Jordan. Fakes right, left, back out to Vincent. 20-footer, good. And Vincent with 11, and the Cavaliers trail 72-70 with 5:43 to play, third quarter. Ehlo into the forecourt on the left side to Price. Price left wing down on the baseline to Hot Rod. Back out front to Ehlo. Ehlo off on the right side of the lane to Daugherty. Daugherty Moves in on Corzine, muscles up a shot, blocked away by Jordan. Jordan then picks it off the floor, comes down against Price, goes right by him, put it up, rim, no, but Ehlo fouled him from behind. So Ehlo picking up his second foul. The Cavs are over the limit. Jordan will shoot 2. Jordan has not as yet scored in the second half, although he obviously will now. We're down to 5:22 to play in the third quarter. 72-70 in favor of Chicago. Jordan up, good. 17 points for Michael Jordan. 73-70. Jordan measures the next one and hits that one as well. 18 points for Jordan. And it is 74-70. Now, when you achieve star status in this league, you can do anything with the ball except eat it. Into the forecourt on the right wing, Price. Out of Nance of the circle, left side to Hot Rod. Hot Rod on the wing, up with the jumper, off the back of the rim. No, Ehlo had the ball knocked away. It's out to Nance. Nance of the circle goes back into the lane, and Jordan with a reach in from behind. Michael Jordan has his third foul. Well, Indiana just came up with a win at Detroit, 103-98. Daugherty off on the right wing to Price. Price outside the three-point arc, top of the key, drops it to Daugherty. Daugherty picks it off the floor, puts it up on the rim, and it bounces in. Brad Daugherty with 13. Cavaliers trail 74-72. Left wing Vincent down the left side of the baseline, open for a little jumper. He hits it. Vincent with 13. Cavs trail again, 76-72. Driving down, the ball goes to Daugherty. Put up a shot that didn't drop, but a foul has been called. Foul is on Vincent. That's his third and the fourth on the Bulls as a team. So Indiana remains very much in the hunt for that playoff position. 76-72. Spurs 66, Dallas 48. How about that one in the third quarter? Daugherty's free throw is up and in. Daugherty has 14 points in the ball game. Going to make the folks in Denver very happy when they see that score. Even happier if San Antonio can maintain it and win. Up, good. Daugherty with a pair, 15 points in the ball game, and the Cavaliers trim it to 2, 76-74. 4:30 to go, third quarter. Vincent into the forecourt. Oakley on the left side. Corzine measures a 20-footer. Missed it. Rebound. Slapped up in the air. Comes out to Daugherty. Ahead to Price. Price driving down the middle. Scoop to Nance. Drive. Slams on the right wing. Larry Nance with 14. Cavaliers come back and knock the ball game at 76. On the left side, Vincent bounce baseline under to Jordan. He slams it off. Jordan with 20. Cavaliers trail 78-76. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Into the forecourt, Price. Price between the circles. Price takes it over to the left wing. On the left side, drops it into Daugherty. Daugherty left of the lane, back out to Hot Rod from the line, off to Nance, right of the lane, 8-footer, good. Larry Nance with 16, 10 of them in the period, and the Cavaliers tied at 78. Into the forecourt, Vincent. Vincent bounce into Jordan, stolen by Ehlo. Ehlo down the floor with a dribble, deals to Price, right side now to Hot Rod, drives and scores. Hot Rod in heavy traffic with his second basket, and the Cavaliers go back on top, 80-70. 3:23 to play in the third quarter. Vincent takes the ball into the forecourt. Down to 3:17 to play in the period. Vincent goes right side. Jordan up for the 15-footer. Shot no good. Rebound Daugherty. Daugherty in the backcourt. Cavs lead by 2. The give to Price. Price down the right side. Hot Rod. Hot Rod up with a 12-footer. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Scottie Pippen. Pippen outside to Vincent. Vincent over the timeline. Vincent down to the circle. Checked by Price. Comes down the lane. Out on the right side. Pippen baseline shot. No good. Rebound Daugherty. Cavs starting to pick up some rebounds. Ahead to Price. Price into the forecourt. Pulls up for the 3. Got it. Mark Price with 21. Cavaliers lead by 5 at 83-78. 2:39 to play third quarter. Vincent into the forecourt of the left wing. We've got Del Curry ready to come back in. Vincent outside the three-point arc. Vincent looking for Jordan. Jordan looking for Vincent. Vincent flips the ball into Corzine. Corzine backs in on Daugherty. Back out to Vincent. Vincent sideline left. Now to Pippen. Pippen takes the 3. Drives to the middle. Puts it up. No, but a 24-second violation gives the ball back to the Cavaliers. Here's Horace Grant back in for Chicago with 5 points and a foul. Corzine sits down. Vincent sits down. Paxson is in for Chicago with 7 points. On the left side, Nance. Price is down. Curry in for the Cavs. Daugherty bounces it down the middle to Nance, and he is fouled by Scottie Pippen as he tried to shoot. Scottie Pippen with his second foul. Both teams are over the limit. Nance will shoot 2. Nance has 16 points in the ball game. He's 2 for 2 at the line. Cavaliers have closed up the rebounding struggle, 35-28. 83-78, Cavs. Nance's free throw bangs off the rim, no good. Indiana 103-98 at Detroit. Milwaukee 33, New York 27 in the second period. Mavericks 64, Spurs 40. So we got a turnaround on that score. Nance hits the second free throw, 17 for Nance. So that's a little more believable. Dallas with the big lead over San Antonio. Although our other score sheet has it the other way. We'll double check. Right side Paxson to Oakley. Back to Paxson. Paxson on the wing against Ehlo to the top of the key. Off to Jordan. Jordan right wing against Curry in an illegal defense on the Cavs. Still warning. 2:24-second clock. 84-78 Cavs with 1:49 to play in the third quarter. Scottie Pippen will inbound on the far side of the forecourt. Pippen holding the ball, gives to Paxson. Paxson outside the three-point arc. Paxson on the left sideline against Ehlo. Out front to Oakley, back to Paxson. Paxson drives inside, throws it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Oakley again, fights it up, didn't get it, but he was fouled. And the foul is going to be on Hot Rod Williams. John with his third foul.
On John Williams, his third.
Both teams over the limit. Here comes Elston Turner in for Michael Jordan. Jordan leads with 20. Turner back in scoreless. Oakley will shoot the 2 free throws. Oakley has 16 points in the ball game. 84. Yeah, they've turned it around now. Mavericks 83, Spurs 66. Oakley hits the free throw. 17 points for Charles Oakley. Cavaliers 84-79. .137 to play, third quarter. Oakley again, good. Oakley with 18 points, 10 in the period. Cavaliers 84-80. Ehlo up to the timeline, bounce over to Curry. Back over to Ehlo in the forecourt. Lob down the left side to Nance. Nance against Turner in a mismatch. Lob outside to Ehlo. Ehlo left wing back to Nance. Shoots over Turner. Good. Larry Nance with 19 points. Cavs 86-80. Turner right wing. 1:16 to play, third quarter. Turner against Curry on the wing out front to Oakley. Oakley drops it off on the left side to Paxson. Paxson on the left side against Ehlo around an Oakley pick. Over to Turner, fumbles the ball. The battle is on, and the ball knocked off Turner and out of bounds. Cavs ball. Good play by Curry. Curry inbounds to Daugherty. Daugherty back to Curry. Curry on the left wing. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Give to Daugherty, top of the three-point arc. Daugherty holding the ball, belt buckle high. Back out to Ehlo on the left wing. Ehlo against Paxson. Ehlo holding the ball over his head. Now to Daugherty, left of the lane, backs in on Oakley, turns, lays it up off the rim, no good. Ball pounded to the baseline, saved by Grant into Paxson. Paxson coming down the floor with the basketball. Paxson to the left wing, unloads the three. Nope, rebound, grabbed by Nance, knocked away by Oakley, grabbed by Ehlo. Ehlo with a half minute to go brings the ball to the timeline into the forecourt. 26 seconds to play, third period. The Cavs lead by 6. Ehlo around a Turner pick. Ehlo checked by Grant to Curry to Daugherty at the free throw line into the lane, and a whistle and a reaching foul. Foul is on Scottie Pippen. So Pippen picking up his third foul. It's going to bring Brad Sellers back into the ball game. And Horace Grant sits down. Cavs leading 86-80. Brad Daugherty on the free throw line. Daugherty has 15 points. Now they're going to bring Jordan back into the game. Oakley sits down. Oakley down with 18 points and 22 rebounds. 103-98. That was the final. Indiana at Detroit, a winner. Sanders will be back in at the next opportunity as they get the people squared away around the rebounding alley. Brad Daugherty, line to the left. Cavs up by 6. Daugherty's free throw, good. 16 for Daugherty. Here's Sanders into the ball game for the Cavaliers. Sanders with 4 points back in, and Nance gets a breather, well earned. 19 points in the game, 13 in this period. 87-80 Cavs. Another one, good. Daugherty with 17 points in the game, and the Cavs are up 88-80. 14 seconds to play, third quarter. Paxson into the fourth court looking for Jordan. Gives the ball to Michael. Jordan with 7 seconds drives down the right side to the basket. Missed the slam grab by Hot Rod to Ehlo. Ehlo unloads from 40 feet off the glass, and the third quarter is over. End of three periods of play. The Cleveland Cavaliers 88, the Chicago Bulls 80. And the Cavaliers have an 8-point lead, outscoring Chicago in the third quarter, 36-22. I tell you, there are going to be some playoff spots not decided until the end of the season. Indiana with a huge win tonight in Detroit, 103-98. Cavaliers see the Bulls start the fourth quarter with a ball. Turner into Paxson. Paxson into the fourth court. Paxson working the right wing against Ehlo. Paxson out of the top of the key to Turner. Turner into the left corner to Corzine. Corzine on the left side against Daugherty. Gives to Paxson, 8 on the shot clock. Paxson top of the key. Off of the right side to Jordan down to the baseline. Jordan is fouled by Sanders who tried to cut him off on the baseline. Foul on Sanders, his second. We've got Jordan and Sanders matched up against each other as small forwards at the moment. Paxson gives the ball to Sellers, top of the key. Right side to Elston Turner. Turner against Del Curry, and out front to Paxson. Paxson, top of the key, right wing to Turner. Turner sets, doesn't shoot, comes down the right side, lays it into a crowd. The ball deflected, picked up by Ehlo. Ehlo coming into the fourth court, drives in on Paxson, who fouled him, and Ehlo got the hoop anyway. Continuation play, and it's 6 points for Ehlo. He'll look for 7 at the line. The foul is on Paxson. That's his first, Bulls first. And it's going to put Ehlo at the line, and the Cavs lead by 10, 90-80. That'll bring Charles Oakley back into the ball game with 18 points, and Elston Turner sits down, and that will move Jordan back to guard. Corzine remains at center, and Brad Sellers at the other forward spot. Ehlo missed the free throw, and the slap by Oakley to Corzine, ahead to Paxson on the left wing. Paxson against Ehlo to the top of the key, around Corzine. Back out to Corzine, he shoots and missed. Rebound, Curry knocked away and stolen away by Jordan. Jordan way out on the left wing. 11:04 to go in the ball game. Jordan left wing against Curry, around an Oakley tip to the circle, down the lane, off of the right side. Sellers shoots, in and out, rebound grabbed by Daugherty. Doherty hangs onto the ball, fires it down floor to Sanders. Sanders left of the lane, into the lane. Paxson knocks the ball away, loose on the floor, comes out to Curry. Curry on the right side against Jordan. 13 on the shot clock, and Curry sets it up. Cavs lead by 10. Curry bounces into Doherty. Doherty back to Curry. Sideline left, back into Doherty. Doherty runs into the lane, forces the shot. Good off the glass. Doherty with 19, and the Cavaliers lead 92-80. Down the left side of the corner to Jordan. Back out to Paxson on the wing. Paxson to the top of the key around Oakley. Paxson with a jumper out front. He nails it. Paxson with 9. Cavaliers 92-82. Into the fourth court. Ehlo. Ehlo between the circles. Ehlo dribbling with the left hand, directing traffic. Top of the three-point arc. Left wing Curry from 15. Shot off the rim, no good. Oakley with another rebound. Fires down floor, wide left, but it's grabbed by Jordan. Jordan against Curry, doubled by Ehlo. Jordan gets by them both, flips it on the rim, no good. Tipped up, no good. Rebound Doherty. Doherty in the backcourt gives to Curry. 9:46 to go in the game, and the Cavs lead by 10, 92-82. Curry into the fourth court against Jordan, down the left sideline to Hot Rod. Hot Rod holding the ball over his head, gives to Doherty. Doherty at the top of the key, back on the left side to Curry. Drops it inside to Hot Rod, takes right, turns left, lays it in. Hot Rod with a super move inside, has 8 points in the ball game. Down the floor goes Paxson, 94-82. Chicago takes time. 9:24 to go. The Cavs lead by 12 and will take this timeout. Cavaliers with a 94-82 lead. I didn't hear the attendance. It's just about a full house, but Milwaukee 33, New York 27 in the second quarter. All right, it'll be Pippen into the ball game, inbounding to Jordan. With the basketball, Paxson on the right side, out front to Jordan. Jordan against Curry. Jordan feeds it over to Oakley, rumbles inside, put it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound, hot rod outside to Curry. Curry into the forecourt, driving against Jordan, and Jordan calls for the foul. Jordan with his fourth foul, and the Cavs going to break 17,727 in here tonight, which means technically there's 200 and some odd standing room in here. 94-82, Cleveland, 9:04 to play in the ball game. Del Curry goes to the free throw line. He has a basket for two, and he missed the free throw. Curry, from the free throw line prior to that miss, 80%. Curry shoots, and no good. Rebound Oakley. 94-82 Cavs, 9 minutes to play. Paxson into the forecourt of the right wing. Paxson swings to the top of the circle. Paxson over the left side to Pippen. Pippen left side against Nance. Lob cross court. Paxson comes down with the ball, deals to Jordan. 8 on the shot clock. Jordan sideline left, decides to shoot. Missed it. Rebound Nance. Nance in the backcourt, hands to Ehlo. Ehlo bringing it up to the timeline. Cavaliers trailing in rebounds totally 42-34. Out front, Ehlo to the left wing against Paxson. Bounced down the left sideline to Sanders. Sanders from 18. Good. Sanders with 6. Cavaliers 96-82. 8:23 to play in the ball game. Paxson into the forecourt of the right wing to the right sideline. Paxson out front to Corzine. Back to Paxson. Paxson drives into the middle, out to Corzine. Top of the key, shoots. Shot no. Oakley's tap no. Rebound grab by Hot Rod. Hot Rod out to Ehlo. Ehlo into the forecourt. Ehlo gives to Curry on the left wing. Curry holding the ball in his right hand. 8 minutes to go. The Cavs lead 96-82. Top side to Nance. Nance top of the key on the left wing to Sanders. Sanders holding the ball over his head. Pass on the left baseline to Hot Rod. Hot Rod double team back out to Sanders. To the line. 15-footer by Sanders off the front of the rim of the floor to Oakley. Oakley in the backcourt. Turns around. Needs some help. Gives the ball to Paxson. Paxson, forecourt left sideline. Paxson deals down on the corner to Pippen. Back out to Paxson. Takes the three. Goes around Oakley to the circle. Unloads. Shot no. Oakley put it in. Oakley with 20. That now gives Oakley 20 points and 28 rebounds. And the Cavs take time. So there's timeout. 96-84 Cleveland, 7:22 to play, and we will take this timeout. Players with a 96-84 lead. Mark Price returning to the Cavalier lineup. Larry Nance also back into the ball game. So it's going to be Price and Curry at the guard, Sanders and Nance to the forwards, and Hot Rod Williams, I guess, playing center. We'll see how they line up. Sam Vincent returns to the Chicago lineup with 13 points. Price on the right wing against Vincent. Price outside the three-point arc. Give to Sanders on the line. 15-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Hot Rod slaps it up in the air. Grabbed by Paxson. Paxson comes over the timeline into the forecourt behind her to Vincent. Vincent to the circle. Vincent then backs outside to set it up. 7:03 to go, and the Cavs lead by 12. On the right side, what? Whistle, foul. Sanders fighting through a pick by Corzine. That is the third foul on Sanders, the second on the Cavs as a team. 96-84, Cleveland, exactly 7 minutes to play. Jordan inbounds to Vincent. Vincent works to the top of the three-point arc. Round to the right wing. Vincent on the right sideline, dribbling with the right hand. The bounce to Jordan. Jordan fights his way inside, put it in. Jordan with 22, and the Cavaliers lead 96-86 with 6:40 to play. Price into the forecourt against Vincent. Price between the circles. Right side Curry, the 20-footer. Good. You got to keep the crowd out of the game, and Curry just did it. 98-86. Vincent into the forecourt of the right wing. Vincent on the three-point arc, top of the key, around Corzine to the right side. Vincent back out to Corzine. Corzine on the left wing. Paxson drives to the middle, skids to a stop at the top of the key. Give to Oakley, back to Paxson on the wing, down the left side against Hot Rod. Paxson drives the baseline into the middle, knocked away, stolen by Price. Price coming down the floor with the ball against Jordan, scoops to Sanders. Sanders inside, flips it up at the rim, no. Ball slapped up again, no good. Rebound Corzine. Outside to Paxson. Paxson into the forecourt left wing. Give to Jordan, goes into the lane, he spins, under to Vincent, put it up, no good, but a foul is called. 5:55 to play. The foul is on Del Curry. Curry's third, the team's third. Sanders sits down. Hot Rod sits down. Ehlo is back into the ball game with 6 points. And Brad Daugherty is back into the ball game with 19 points. Vincent on the free throw line for 2. 1 up, 1 in. Vincent with his 14th point of the ball game. 23 is his best as a Bull and his best of the year and quite possibly the best of his career. Vincent, again, good. 15 for Vincent, and it is 98-88 the Cavs. Up to the timeline, Price. Into the forecourt against Vincent, gives to Daugherty. Daugherty top of the three-point arc on the right side to Nance. Nance back out to Price. Price to the line, to the lane, inside, put it up. Glance and rim, no good. Rebound, Corzine. Bounce outside to Vincent. Vincent over the timeline into the forecourt of the left wing. Drives to the middle, knocked away by Ehlo, grabbed by Nance. Nance heads the other way to the forecourt of the left side to Price. Pulls up to the 18-footer. Good. Mark Price with 23. Cavaliers lead 188. Long feed left side. Jordan and Ehlo go up for it, and the foul will be on Ehlo. Now Craig Ehlo picking up his third foul, and the Cavaliers' fourth as a team. 54-49 Milwaukee over the Knicks at halftime. On the left side, Jordan to Vincent. Vincent top side to Oakley. Oakley on the left side. Paxson 20-footer. Shot no. Rebound. Nance high for the board. Gives the ball to Price. Fires it down floor to Curry on the baseline. Saves it. Takes it left side. Works into the lane. Lost the ball. Taps it over to Ehlo. Ehlo drives inside and is foul going to the basket. Foul is on Oakley. So Oakley picks up the foul. Oakley with his second. Third on the Bulls as a team. I never cease to be amazed that a guy can smash another guy right in the nose, and when the whistle blows, turn around and say, "What? Who, me?" as he wipes the blood off the palm of his hand. Ehlo trying to get his eyesight back. Bangs it off the front of the rim. No good. 100-88 Cleveland. 5:03 to go. Ehlo again. Rim no. Rebound Oakley. Outside to Jordan. Jordan over the timeline. Cavs have picked a poor time to start missing free throws. Vincent between the circles. Right side to Paxson. Back to Vincent. Vincent on the right wing. Vincent around the three-point arc on the left side to Oakley. Back out front to Vincent. Gives the ball left wing to Jordan. Jordan down the left side. His baseline jumper across the hoop. Slapped away. Oakley bangs it. And they're going to give it to the Bulls. 100-88 Cleveland. 4:41 to play. Mavericks 83. Spurs 56 in the third quarter. Cavs want to know about the 24-second violation. They're still talking about it. Well, now Jess Kersey is explaining long distance to Lenny, and Lenny still doesn't buy it, but it's going to be Bulls with a new shot clock. Ball in to Jordan. Jordan left corner, double team, lobs cross court. Paxson fires, no. Rebound, Nance brought it down, lost it to Corzine. He flips it back up, in and out, tipped up and in again. Who will they give that one to? Could be Oakley, could be Corzine. They'll give it to Oakley. 22 for Oakley. 26 his best night of the year. 190. The ball into Daugherty. Daugherty left to the lane. Daugherty back out to Curry. Back into Daugherty. Daugherty in the lane against Corzine. Muscle, books, rim, no. Rebound, Oakley. Oakley picks up 32 rebounds. Into the forecourt. He's 5 away from Borwinkle's team record. Right sideline, Jordan. Jordan drives baseline, puts it up and in. Michael Jordan with 24. 192 of the Cavs. Lead by 8, but the crowd is back in the game. 3:47 to go. Price on the left wing. Price on the left sideline. Price dribbling with the right hand. Gets to Curry in the circle. Bounce to Daugherty. Corzine over his shoulder for the foul. Corzine's first foul. 4 on the Bulls as a team. Cavs ball. 192 Cleveland leading with 3:38 to play. Ehlo will inbound on the far side of the forecourt. Ehlo to Nance. Nance on the right wing. Out front to Daugherty. Daugherty standing on the three-point arc. Daugherty on the left wing to Curry. Curry gets Paxson around to Daugherty, picked to the top of the key. Off of the right side to Nance. Nance falls the shot clock into the lane, throws up an off-balance shot on the rim. It bounces off to Oakley. 33 rebounds. Out to Vincent. Vincent over the timeline. Vincent to the circle, drives the lane, puts it up. Blocked by Nance, out of bounds. That was a big league block. 3:13 to play. 33 rebounds for Oakley, 4 away from the Chicago Bulls single-game record. He's come within 3 of out-rebounding Cleveland. Right wing Oakley. That's Cleveland as a team. Oakley right side to Jordan. Jordan goes in on Ehlo. Under the hoop, put it in. Jordan with 26, and the Cavaliers lead is down to 6. 194 into the fourth quarter. The Cavs take 5. 2:55 to play in the ball game, and 17,727 are going nuts. 2:55 have already done something wrong. They put the crowd back in the ball game. Question right now for Cleveland: can they play without mistakes? If they can, they can win. If they can't, they won't. 2:55 to play. Cavs lead 194. They did lead by 14. Ball out between the circles to Price, gives to Ehlo. Ehlo between the circles against Jordan. Ehlo on the three-point arc. Left side to Price. Baseline is pass to Daugherty. Daugherty back out to Ehlo. Top of the key. Shoots. Rim. No. Rebound. Nance knocked away. Grabbed by Vincent. Vincent in the backcourt. 2:37 to go. Vincent into the forecourt. Give it to Jordan. Jordan's going to get it every time they get the ball now. Jordan outside. Jordan works to the right side to Paxson. Paxson with 10 on the shot clock. Paxson back out front to Vincent on the left side to Oakley. Back out to Vincent, 5 on the clock. Jordan with it. Jordan puts up a jumper. No. Rebound ricochets to Ehlo. There's a break. Give to Price. 2:12 to play in the ball game, and the Cavs lead by 6. Into the forecourt, Price. Price changes hands in the dribble between the circles. Works to the right wing. Price the bounce into Nance. Nance right of the lane, turns on Oakley. Nance and Oakley one-on-one. Nance works into the middle. Ball knocked away by Jordan, and that's the reaching foul on Jordan. Well, Bennett Salvatore thinks he's human. Jordan with his 5th foul. And it will put Nance on the line. Larry Nance with 19 points in the ball game. Larry has hit 3 out of 4 from the stripe. 194 Cleveland, 154 to play. Nance free throw, no good. A very poor time to get lousy at the line. Second one, good. 20 points for Larry Nance, so the Cavaliers lead 101-94. To the timeline, Vincent. Vincent into the forecourt. Right side to Jordan. Jordan against Ehlo. 1:44 to go. Out to Vincent. Underneath to Oakley. Put it a block by Nance, but a foul is called. Foul is not on Nance. It's going to be on Curry. So Curry with his 4th. Both teams over the limit. And it will be Charles Oakley on the line. Oakley has had a sensational night. 22 points and 33 rebounds. He's 2 for 2 at the line. 1:41 to play. The Cavs lead 101-94. First free throw is good. 23 for Oakley. And the Cavaliers lead by 6, 101-95. Again, 1:41 to play. Oakley ready again. Line to the right. Takes a long look, puts it up and in. Oakley with 24. The Cavs lead is 5, 101-96 with a minute and 39 to play. Into the forecourt comes Ehlo against Jordan. Ehlo and Jordan. Jordan falls down. Ehlo into the lane, gives to Nance. Back out to Ehlo, left side, open to shoot, and hits. Greg Ehlo with 8 points in the game, and the Cavaliers are up 103-96, and the Bulls take time. 1:23 to play in the ball game. The Cavs 103-96, and we will take this timeout. 103-96 Cleveland with a minute and 23 to play in the ball game. The Cavaliers hanging on in front of 17,727 at Chicago Stadium. Cavs effectively took the crowd out of the ball game earlier when they moved out to a 14-point lead, but the Bulls got them back by moving to within 5. Now the Cavs lead by 7. The Bulls have the ball. 1:23 to go in the game, 20 on the shot clock. Jordan will inbound near side of the forecourt. Ball to Paxson, back to Jordan. Jordan bumps off Ehlo. Comes out of the center circle to the top of the key. Off right side of the circle, back out to Oakley. Going to throw the three. Off the rim to Nance. Nance gives to Curry. That was not the smartest play in the book, I'll tell you that. Here comes Price up to the timeline. Element of surprise, maybe. Into the fourth court, Price against Vincent. Price works outside the three-point arc. Dribbling with the right hand. Price then to the circle. Gets into the lane. Passed off. Deflected. Paxson got it. Crashes into Wilkins. The ball lobbed down the floor. Oakley cross court. Jordan. Jordan left wing. Runs to the middle. Puts up an 8-footer. And in and out. Rebound Oakley. Double pump. Back up and in. Oakley with 26 and the Cavaliers lead 103-98. Ehlo forward court. Price left wing. Left side, 34 seconds to go out to Curry. Curry hangs on to the ball, then Paxson fouls him. So Paxson picks up his second foul, and Curry will go to the line. Well, the Cavs here in the fourth quarter have been very disturbing with their inability to put free throws in the hole. Let's see, they are 0 for 5, 1 for 7 in the fourth quarter in free throws. But Curry needs 2 right here. 30 seconds to go, and he hits the first of 2. 5 points for Del Curry, and the Cavaliers are up 104-98. Curry again lined to the left, and a lot of the Chicago faithful figure it's over. They're going home. Curry's second one rattles the rim and comes off to Corzine, and the Bulls take a 20-second timeout. So the Bulls take their 20-second timeout. We've paid the rent, so we'll keep it right here. 104-98 in favor of the Cavs. 30 seconds to play. The Cavaliers will be home tomorrow night to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. That will be a 7:30 ball game. Cavaliers then will wait to see when and where they play in the upcoming playoffs. And it could be right back here next week against the Chicago Bulls. Cavaliers are now 18 of 28 at the free throw line, while the Chicago Bulls are 18 of 20. The rebounding story, that's something else. The Bulls with 57 and the Cavaliers with 38, 10 by Daugherty. Ball into Jordan, but 34 rebounds by Oakley. Jordan going to fake the three, go right side Vincent. He puts up the three and got it. Oh, Vincent hit a three on the right wing and has 18 points. Here comes the pressure and an immediate foul on Vincent. Vincent hits the three, has 18 points in the game. The foul is on Vincent, his fourth, and that will send Craig Ehlo, or is it Price, to the free throw line. Let's see who strolls in there. 104-101. It is Mark Price. Price at the free throw line tonight has hit 3 out of 3. He has 23 points in the game. 19 seconds left. You talk about 2 big free throws. Here they are. One up, one in. 24 for Mark Price, and the Cavs lead 105-101. Price ready again. No good. Rebound Oakley is 35th. Cavaliers 105-101, 14 seconds. Jordan works out to the top of the three-point arc. Jordan lost the ball. It's loose on the floor. Picked up again by Jordan. Knocked away. Price dives. It goes out of bounds. Chicago ball, but there are only 6 seconds left, and the Bulls take time. So there's timeout with 6 seconds to go again. We'll keep it here. The Cavaliers are up 105-101. 6 seconds left in the ball game in Chicago. Well, but this is a preview of what we can expect to see in the upcoming playoffs. We got ourselves a heck of a playoff coming up. Cavaliers 42 of 83 in shooting for the ball game, 51%. The Bulls are 40 of 92. That's 43%. In free throws, the Cavaliers have hit 19 of 30. The Bulls have hit 18 of 20. The rebounding story, 58 for the Chicago Bulls, 35 of them by Oakley. 38 rebounds for the Cavaliers, 10 for Daugherty, 9 for Hot Rod, and 7 for Larry Nance. Second best rebounder for the Bulls tonight is Dave Corzine with 8. We're down to 6 seconds to go. Let's see what else they give us on this. Turnovers. Cavaliers have turned it over only 11 times tonight, which has been a key factor. The Bulls have turned it over 20 times. Leading scorers for Cleveland, Price with 24, Nance with 20, Daugherty with 19. For the Bulls, Oakley with 26, Jordan with 26, Vincent with 18. We are down to the final 6 seconds. Chicago will have the ball. Oakley will inbound it. Jess Piercy and Bennett Salvatore getting them all squared away as the Bulls spread out all over the floor. Here's Oakley. They need a 3 and one more. Ball into Corzine instead. He works to the hoop, flips it up and in. So Dave Corzine gets 6, and an immediate foul is called. As the ball came into Price, he was fouled by Vincent. That's 5 on Vincent. So Vincent sends Price to the other end for free throws. Now they're going to put the foul on Paxson. It's his 3rd. It's the penalty. So Mark Price goes to the line. It is 105-103. Price ready. 2 seconds left, folks. 1 up. Good. Mark Price has his 25th point of the ball game, and the Cavaliers are up 106-103. Price ready again. Sights it, shoots it, got it. That's 26 for Price. Oakley looking long, winds up, throws it to Corzine. He turns around and shoots it. No good, and the game is over. And the Cavaliers have beaten the Bulls. The score at Chicago, Cleveland 107, Chicago 103. We'll be back to wrap it after this timeout.
107-103, the Cavs go to 41-40. Just a Super Bowl game, particularly if it's a preview of the playoffs next week.
Playoff intensity, Jack. They hung in there. They won the game early, like we said before, second and third period, just enough to get over the hump.
Good ball game indeed. Mark Price leading the way for the Cavs with 26 points. Larry Nance had 20 and Brad Daugherty 19. 26 points from Michael Jordan, 26 points and 35 rebounds tonight for Charles Oakley. The young man out of Cleveland had a sensational game tonight, but the Cavaliers had more than enough to withstand the onslaught of Mr. Oakley to win the ball game tonight, 107-103. So the Cavs not only clinch at least a 500 mark on the season, but have a chance to finish with their best record in 10 seasons. So I want to remind you that coming up next year on Channel 43 is the 10 o'clock news. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft Cold Filtered Beer. It's as real as it gets. By the Allstate Insurance Company. Leave it to the good hands, people. Allstate, a member of the Sears Financial Network. By Sohio. Try new Sohio Super, our highest octane gasoline. And by Continental. Continental wants to be Cleveland's airline, so next time, fly Continental. I want to remind you to stay tuned to Channel 43 and check your local newspapers as to the Cavs TV playoff information. That will be coming up probably the first part of next week. For our director tonight and producer Gary Kirby, for my partner Jim Jones, this is Jack Corrigan saying we've enjoyed the regular season with you. We look forward to the playoffs, and once again, the final score here at Chicago. The Cavs 107, the Bulls 103.